I was locked in the basement by my biological father. Later, I became pregnant with his child and gave birth to a daughter on my own. One day, father brought a bag of supplies, including fruit food and a kitchen knife. I didn't resist. I had no strength left to fight back. I could only silently endure. Father lived a double life, one with my mother and sister, and the other keeping me and my daughter confined in the basement. My mother worried about my whereabouts and wanted to hire a private investigator to search for me, but father firmly refused. One day, he brought a television to the basement, saying it was a reward for my obedience. But my daughter, born in the basement, didn't know what it was. I explained that we could see the outside world, so I played cartoons for her. It was the happiest day in the 4 years I was in prison. On the 7th year of my captivity, I gave birth to a second child, a boy. At night, I changed my experiences into bedtime stories about princesses and knights. I also made up adventure stories to help them temporarily forget we were trapped in a cage. Upstairs, because of the private investigators lie, mother and sister began to suspect father, and they had a heated argument. Mother warned father that she would do everything she could to find me. In the chaos, father accidentally left the basement key on the couch. Sister, when they left, secretly picked up the key and went straight to the basement to find me. Sister saw the piled up supplies in the basement, but before she could find more clues, father came running to grab the key and they started arguing. Sister accused father, believing that my disappearance had something to do with him, and I had been imprisoned in the basement for 14 years. My daughter had also grown into a young girl, but father seemed to have become interested in this young, beautiful girl. I stepped forward and begged him not to touch her. Father flew into a rage and turned off the fan. The air in the basement became thinner, and my daughter whispered in despair, saying she would never see anyone from the outside. I couldn't tell her that her grandfather was also her father. This was the 17th year of my captivity. My brother overheard mother crying in my room. She was longing for me and talking about the good times I had. At that moment, the ceiling in the basement began to drip water. I seized this one chance to escape. The rainwater coming in meant there was a connection to the outside world. I asked my son to help move the table to the leak and to bring me a spoon. After confirming that the ceiling had softened from the rain, I used the spoon to dig a tunnel and sent out a distress signal. A neighbor noticed the signal but told father about it. Father immediately rushed to the basement. At that time, I was pregnant again. He beat me, causing me to miscarry. Then he buried the stillborn child in the yard.